Hi. Loose. How do I start? Hi. Yeah, my name's Jake. I'm a high school student. I go to Del Valley High School. How many high school students do we have today? I didn't expect anybody to raise their hand at that. So yeah, I thought going to high school I'd be surrounded by intellectuals. Freshman year I didn't have really a look upon it. I went there, my guidance counselor had a sign on their door that said, "Do not disturb." Yeah. Well, I went to the guidance counselor because on my schedule they had already messed it up. They gave me child development, and I'm not really pregnant or going to pregnant anytime soon. I'm not a woman. I lack ovaries. And I figured they'd let me out because there was 100 pregnant girls in my class anyways. We have a lot of pregnant girls at my school. There's so many pregnant girls, we have a designated baby shower table in the cafeteria. Every week, my class is interrupted by childbirth. That's how bad it's gotten. I can't even walk down the hall without slipping on water. Anybody? Yeah, nice. And it's really ironic. They teach this abstinence-only program. And so, they're trying to teach us, what doesn't go, but, I mean, those classes are pretty full, so, nice. Pregnant girls. Speaking of girls, aren't they dramatic? All I hear from them these days is that drama. Okay, my girlfriend and her friends, they're pretty dramatic, I'd say. They're so dramatic, they started a club called, and I'm not making this up, called the Bad Bitches Club. I blame reality TV. Bad Girls Club. And after their first meeting, they had this girl already that I didn't like, and they were like, "Oh, she ruined Bad Girls Night. She ruined She ruined Bad Bitch. Whatever. She ruined that night. Oh, it's supposed to be about us. She could have broken up with her boyfriend some other time. And oh, Girls Night's supposed to be about shoes in the E channel and shit like that." And anyways, rather than just kick her out, they decided to have a meeting. Okay, a meeting. Guys wouldn't do this. If they decided they didn't like somebody, they would just stop talking to the guy altogether. They wouldn't associate with him anymore. But not these girls. Girls gotta have their drama meeting. So they have a meeting, and they go the whole 9 yards of this meeting. They rent a margarita machine. They get dressed up. They take Facebook pictures. Plenty of Facebook pictures, and they have a talking stick. You know what a talking stick is? A fucking talking stick. So whoever has a talking stick, they're the only ones allowed to talk. So they're with the talking stick. "Oh, she was always talking in the meetings without the talking stick." And "Yeah, she's real slutty." And they're "Hey, you don't have a talking stick." And so they send her this affidavit or something like that, from the Bad Bitches Bureau. They've gotten really ingrained in this whole bad bitch thing, and they send her a fine, improper use of the talking stick or no use. Anyways, and the one who started it, I have this teacher. Her name is Miss Rolf. She's kind of the mastermind of the drama. I think she's the most dramatic. When they were on school together, they would oh shit. Wait, let me finish this. She's the most dramatic. Okay, they'd be talking about Joan Rivers and shit, and "Oh, I don't want to fight with this girl because I'm not like that. I don't want to fight, and shit like that." Well, anyways, she's trying to pass on personal legacy with me. Okay, I'm speeding up. I'm talking fast. So like I was on Facebook one time, and I know it's against the rules, but we're cool. I'm cool with her, you know. And I'm like, oh, I'm on Facebook. Like, Jake, you can't be on Facebook. You'll get arrested. And I knew it was against the rules, but I wasn't sure about the legality. I wasn't sure about legality getting involved in a matter of me being on Facebook in school. But she was like that. She's dramatic like that. She's real anal about her Facebook. Like, I tried adding her one time because I thought we were pretty cool together, you know? And so I tried adding her, and I come back, and she's like, Jake, you're gonna get me arrested! And I get with this arrested stuff, and like, I don't know about all that. And so, I find it hilarious. And, so I go back, and this time in the little personal message box, I'm like, oh, hey, it's your boy Jake, you need to add me because we're friends. And then, like, she can come back, like, why are you doing that? You're gonna get me arrested still. She does that the next day. So, like, I tried adding her, and, like, it wouldn't let me add her anymore, so I started poking the shit out of her, you know? Poking her. And that's just, and she's like, Jake, you're gonna be arrested. And, like, finally she blocks me. Finally she figures out how to use the privacy settings of Facebook. Like, not a lot of people know how to use the privacy settings of Facebook. I don't know why. But she blocks me, and I'm like, shit. But you know what? That doesn't deter me. I make another Facebook, put my name on that, Jake Rowan, bam. I put my picture on that, and I start friend requesting her again. She's like, how the hell are you doing this? I thought I blocked you. And I'm like, no, you didn't block me. And I lie to her, and like, you didn't block me. And I keep adding her, like, what is happening? Okay, thanks, that's it.